Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna let this sit for a minute or two, or 30 seconds. Didn't really have a chance to play the fancy graphics because I'm walking back to my car. Because although I would love to stay the entire day at Quantum Tech USA, I do have to get home and pick up the littlest from daycare. And the oldest, I think, is in robotics today. So just a quick note, this was my first day at a strictly quantum computing conference, and it was amazing. Don't know what the audio quality is going to be. I'm using my hand now because my hand is going to be a lot more of a better stabilizer than the one that I have. Windy. Beautiful day here in DC. And pollen's not too bad. Good for me. But just in the looking at the traffic, it's time for me to go. I did walk away with some swag, a couple of stickers, and a t-shirt for my oldest. And really great event. Got a chance to meet in person some people whose books I've read, whose stuff I follow. So very excited about that. The other thing I would add is the conference is really well done because we're in that awkward adolescent phase in quantum computing where it's definitely out of the lab. It's not quite a full-on industry yet, but you have the embryonic stages or the adolescent phase of kind of it being a lab kind of science researchy thing, as well as things that are actually going to have actual business impact. So you have an interesting collection of people with two very different outlooks on the world, and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, Microsoft still is in the building. Okay. So, just didn't see the sign outside, but I would stop by and meet up some former colleagues for coffee if I could. But I took a look at the traffic report getting up to Baltimore, and it's no joke. But before I go into the elevator into the garage, I thought I would kind of do my raw brain dump on the event. Very well orchestrated event. It's relatively small. It's not like hype and fanfare of most tech conferences, at least the IT ones. It's really analogous to what an AI conference would have been like 2009, 2010. Very passionate people, very smart people there. But also, I'm not quite the big hype machine. And there's going to be one in Amsterdam, Rotterdam in the fall. Don't know if I can go to that one, but I'm sure some folks that are watching me in the EU had a great chance. Since I have a minute, I really only have a minute because traffic up to Baltimore is going to be wild. So I got a couple of stickers. Rigetti. Nobody was at the Rigetti booth. QCI initiative. But my favorite, and I have to negotiate this carefully because I have 3 boys and I only have 1 t-shirt. It would have been very greedy for me. So this one says quantum mechanic. So I'm aiming to give this to the high schooler, and I'll figure out swag or something else to get the 10-year-old. Well, the 2-year-old will just be happy with. But with that being said, it was a really great conference. I'm hoping to come back here tomorrow, meet more people. Got the chance to meet a future guest on the show. Hopefully more than a few future guests. The one guy that we recorded, Alex Kahn, I got to sit down with him. He did a brilliant explanation of his book. He had a copy. We had a great conversation. We chat again. But these sessions, these events, these conferences are really great for bringing people all in the same roof, in the same room, and just an excellent chance to network and find out more. So with that, I'm going to end the stream because I do have to get in the car. And one of these days, I promise, I swear, I will get a setup where I can stream from the car. But that day is not today. Also, probably wouldn't want to test it out with TC traffic because it's kind of wild. So with that, I'll be online probably again tomorrow, whether I'm here, whether I'm back up in Baltimore, I don't know. But definitely, if I can make it happen, I want to be back here. And definitely shout out to you, CJ. I'm actually in the building, but I have zero. Okay. That is my connectivity going out, and that is a sign from the universe, or maybe a multiverse version of me, who knows? Hanging out with quantum people all day. Anything is possible. So with that, I'm going to end the stream, but definitely go to impactquantum.com. Like, share. I'm seeing some interesting comments. I would love to dive deep on that. But shout out if you're watching on YouTube, watching on LinkedIn, shout out Facebook, Twitch. Not streaming on X right now. But with that in mind, I'm going to go on traffic getting home. Very diplomatic way to distribute the swag, which I only have one for one kid. Parents know exactly what I'm talking about.